Hey, Orange One here. So, this recording is actually being done after I actually played, or not recording, commentary is being done after I actually played through this. Basically, this pirate armada was heading to our base, I think in the last episode we saw that at the very end, and so I was trying to fight them, and I looked at them, and they're a pretty big fleet. Luckily though, they got pulled into an engagement with these smugglers, and given that the smugglers have that like big ship in the center there, which I think is a cruiser, I think as long as we're staying together for the most part, we should be okay. So I'm looking at this kind of more strategy map and trying to stay near that cruiser, you know? And I'm not really flying too much myself because I still am pretty terrible. I actually was practicing a little bit, actually after I recorded this episode, but before I did the commentary on flying, like I did some of the simulations. I didn't realize it was so easy to do the simulations for training purposes, but it's super easy. Like totally worth it to just help you practice with the ship that you're flying, or even try out different ships in your fleet. And yeah, I'm not a terrible wolf pilot anymore. I think I actually might be a little bit better than the AI, or like a little bit more of a risk taker than the UI. The UI seems to be very very careful most of the time. Alright, so we've destroyed that first one, and I'm sending my wolf off to go help out here just to help get us actually involved in the fight a little bit sooner. Seeing how the wolf is basically a strike craft, it moves so fast. You want to use these high-tech ships early on before they start getting wear and tear is kind of my thinking behind what I've seen about them. Or at the very least, wolves should be used for taking out like comm stations and whatnot. And here, our Shrike is going like straight in there. And, you know, this is where like it's so useful having the AI doing this, because I myself would have been really scared to be that aggressive. And look, they're even hitting each other. That's like so funny. The AI is like hitting and bouncing around. And then I told my guys, okay, stop guarding this, just like feel free to attack as needed. And look at that, we're like, there's all those ships that just blew up. There was 3 that blew up like within a couple seconds there. And I believe that's all the enemy ships. So yeah, looks like we're doing okay. There goes another one, a hound, and a wolf. It was actually disabled, not destroyed, huh? So does it tell you when ships are disabled versus destroyed? Like, I feel like, correct me if I'm wrong if you know more about this game, but I believe that if you take out a ship with different weapons, it's more or less likely for them to just straight up blow up versus being destroyed. Like maybe if you're using energy weapons on the last one, it might be less likely to just straight up die than when you compare to whatchamacallits, like torpedoes. That seems like a pretty unlikely thing to actually get. Oh yeah, and then there's these guys. These guys are gonna have some good stuff on them, most likely. These freighters. So definitely worth attacking that. But they've also got that big ship that was up there that we wanted to take out. I think that's a mule that's right there. It's next to that Colossus. And then I got a little bit scared, so I was like, okay, fall back, because we've got like 3 big ships here. You know, doesn't seem like a smart move to engage that. And the AI seems to have agreed. Adventure there's, and they're missing a lot of their missiles, but they're doing good work, you know. This is like the biggest battle that we've been in. like by far, and it's in the defense of our colony. And it's making me a little bit freaked out about our colony future attack. So I think we need to invest in defense. I'd like our colony to be making money, but I also feel like maybe we should not have gone for 150 hazard planet. We should have gone for something a little bit better. I don't know. I think we'll put some defenses up on it and then try and get it to produce maybe fuel. I'm just kind of trying to think about the future of our spacefaring civilization, and I think that really what we want to do is use that planet that we've got as a jumping off point to find an actual like Terra world or aquatic world or something that's got like habitability around 100, and ideally got some other stuff going for it as well. Yeah, this is, at this point, we're just cleaning up. Like, these ships are going down. There's not really any doubt in my mind. Yeah, our flagship's starting to complain. And we're taking out this freighter pretty quick. Doing a pretty good job. Oh, it was actually me piloting there? I think I was piloting for a second there. Maybe not. But look at that. That freighter is it's taking a real beating. I didn't realize how much of a beating that thing could take. It took forever to take out. And I suppose with the Venture, it actually punches through pretty quick from what I'm seeing. But yeah, it's this battle went about as good as it possibly could, but it also made me realize that we are really in the big leagues here, going into colony management and having pirates sending something like this our way. But yeah, good things happen when you work with independent smugglers, I guess. I'm hoping to get the smugglers to be like my friends, and so they won't just attack me when I'm out in the middle of nowhere, because that'd be kind of nice. Oh man, I wanted to tell you all about this all the brews that I've got going on right now. I'm probably gonna talk about as well in the Kenshi, but I wanted to, just in case you guys aren't Kenshi fans, kind of talk about it a little bit. In case you don't know, I'm brewing like 30, I think it's 39 gallons right now of different things. Mostly, well actually not mostly, it's a pretty even mix of beer, cider, and wine. We usually brew mostly beer, but we got a lot of cider because it's just the right time of year right now for that. And we wanted to try out wine, so we've got like quite a bit of wine, but it's gonna be a long time before we're drinking the wine. Probably not gonna be until like Christmas-ish that we're even having the cider either, because they just take a lot longer apparently. And it was so weird, I didn't realize this, but wine, not only is it aged for a long time, but in the barrel it's very inconsistent the amount of time that you keep wine in a barrel. Like it's something like anywhere between like 1 month-ish to like half a year, or even longer, maybe even a year. And when we were talking to the guy, he seemed really hesitant to actually give us a number. So I don't know exactly when is the right time, and he seemed to think that it's not really agreed upon what that right time is, and there's so many variables with wine. Like wine is just, it's complicated, man. Like beer is so simple in comparison in terms of the brewing process. And you can do a lot of fancy tricks with beer, but yeah. So yeah, I think here I was trying to figure out, do I want to keep on attacking? And I mean, they've got a lot of support ships there. Like are those not drovers, drams, and a tanker there. So I think, yeah, we're just looking here, it looks like we lost 2 ships, but it looks like I think that was our allies' ships. I don't think those were actually our ships. But yeah, now all of our ships are pretty low combat readiness. Like, look at that. That thing's only at 23 combat readiness. It's pretty darn low. I was trying to think, like, what do I want to do here? And it looks like only frigates can go on the side. So yeah, we just kind of went in light. Figuring, well, let's get ourselves a little bit more experience in this one. I think the Shrike's got one of our captains in there. So we're basically just trying to get us some experience, and the other ones are so slow they would never even catch up. And it looks like one of our allies' hounds was destroyed there. Oh, that's sad. Did one of their ships just malfunction? I think one of their ships just straight malfunctioned. And that one just got one of those rockets that's super annoying. I've forgotten if we even got any of these ships. Of course, the AI is being overly cautious right now and not even going for them. It's frustrating, you know? But at least this thing's gonna go down the Shepherd. At least our Shrike captain's gonna get an itty bit of experience. I'd like it if you were actually attacking them. Oh, do these nebulas cause you to malfunction, or is that due to my combat readiness? Yeah, I think when I was playing this, I really wanted to take out this big ship. Because that would be a lot of fuel for us. I believe that's how it works. I think this, you get like the contents of their ships. Of course, that ship's not getting slowed down due to that one. And we should be hitting them pretty soon. I can't remember if I got this or not. I mean, they're pretty close to the end there. But I think that we get them. I've honestly kind of forgotten. Yeah, they're venting, but they're getting hit pretty hard. Nice. Look at that. I think their engines might have gotten disabled. And if they can get out of here, then they're good to go. I don't see why people aren't just charging in right now. Yeah, they managed to get away. They had so little health right there. I don't know if you really appreciate just how close that ship was to going down. And here there's a mule. You know, now looking back on this, I kind of wish I had taken the mule, but it had increased maintenance, which is kind of a bummer. But I've been watching a little bit of Hades Too Cool's new Star Sector series, which is good. Like, he's always entertaining. I do enjoy his content quite a bit. But with the smuggling, I've been seeing how much money he's been making and wishing that I had gone and grabbed some of those mules. I don't think I did though, because they're in just such poor condition. So there are our friends. They're heading off. We could attack them, but we're not going to, I don't think. And then you're just trying to get out of here. Oh, but look at that. They got the reinforcements though of this other pirate fleet, which is gonna be an issue for us, seeing how our main ship literally is in the red in terms of combat readiness. Like, if we were more ready, that would have been a great battle to engage in. But as it is currently, our ships are kind of messed up. You're maintaining contact though. I think, yeah, we just disappeared on his radars, so they don't know where we are. Maybe. No, now they're trying to run away from us. Or no, they're going for the smugglers? Really? Okay. And it looks like our ships are starting to get repaired. That's good. But yeah, with the brewing, I've got I'm really excited for the ciders because I've not brewed a cider before. Yeah, you're running from us, so we're probably not gonna catch you. And you know what I didn't realize was these things drift a lot in space. These messed up ships. Kind of makes sense, you know, but definitely worth at least breaking them apart. Yeah, I really was considering grabbing these mules just so we had that increased carrying capacity, and they are combat freighters, so they could hold their own in combat. And look, we got 2 character points. That combat was so good for us that we didn't just level up once, we leveled up twice. And I think that I went for the technology because we've got technology 3 and all these things are at 2, so I think we just up those all up to 3. Yeah, it's just a smart move with skill points like this. Like, hey, we've got it enabled, so might as well do that, you know? And impact mitigation, from what I've heard, is very good. I need to micro these guys a little bit more to really build their skills towards like certain ships. Like this person is probably the one that's been built the most towards a certain ship, but we don't have one of those ships, you know? But they're gonna be a beast when we do get a carrier ship. Like, they're gonna be so good. And we could put them on a shepherd and that'd be okay, but it seems kind of wasteful to me. I mean, at this point, right now, it seems that we've beat the pirate fleet. We might as well pick up the wreckage. But we do need more money. Like, if you look right now, we're pretty low on cash. And that is going straight into the storm, which I'm not looking to do. And we've got tons of supplies, but no point in wasting them, right? I think that was the pirates fighting the smugglers that had been in the previous fight in the scavengers. Was it scavengers that we'd been fighting side by side? I think it was. I think they lost their venture there. It looks like. That's kind of crazy, they lost a whole venture. It looks like it wasn't salvageable either, which is a shame for them. At the very least, this is easy, free experience. You know, we're not getting tons of useful stuff there, but easy experience. And we're kind of out there right now. You know, we're near our little beacon thing that gives us news. And I'm seeing how we've got all these supplies. I think I was trying to find out if this system had any habitable planets, right? Like I said earlier, we got our colony is like so-so, and we want something a little bit better than what we got. Yeah, I don't know why we're not jumping in there, because you don't really want to jump in at the suns, from what I've seen. I thought this was a black hole, but it's actually a nebula, which looks like the planets aren't, well, around a sun, because, you know, it's a nebula. It's like a sun that exploded, I think, or something that's gonna form into some suns, aka there's no real center of mass for everything to orbit around, so it's just like floating there. And those things are super far away from the jump points, if I'm correct about things not really moving. And we're not really getting super promising looking planets either. And I believe, did we do the, no, we were just doing the remote survey now, yeah. Yeah, remote surveys are great because you can know what the planets are, and it tells you a little bit about their hazard rating if you go to the planets here. So look at all that. That's like 300, 200-ish. All of the in-system things are pretty hard to survive on besides the frozen one. Even at 200, that's pretty unlikely for us to be able to survive there. So it looks to me like a nebula system. Not a very good system for setting up base. Unless the one that's way out there in the corner that we didn't see, because there was one that we didn't get survey data for. Unless that has something not worth it. And I wanted to just fly to this other one just to kind of see if there was maybe little things that we were not picking up. If we had volatiles, this would be a great time to use the that special scanner. Lets you see super far away. But I wanted to go there, I think, just to pick up signals for missions. Seeing how we're kind of out of the system anyways, we might as well see what's here. And look at that, we got some bounties and a domain arrow probe we just found out about. So I really like having this out here, this little pit stop. I would probably want to get an actual planet on there, seeing how it's got such good things floating around. But maybe not, I'm kind of unsure. But that bounty right there, look how close they are. They're like right next to us. This guy, he's got a carrier, like a proper carrier, as well as some other cruisers, so we're not going to be able to take that. Like, even with his D-mods, there's no way. But Jolly Fidel, I wonder if they're like Cuban. I don't think that's how you spell like Fidel, but whatever. Should be pretty easy pickings by the looks of it. That's like, I think it was 70k that we can get from that. Something like that. Bounties, yeah. You right there, 79k. And their best ship is a mule. We can definitely take that. I'm not sure if it looks like they're independent. I thought they were pirates, so I was a little bit worried. You'll see one of their ships is a phase ship. It phases in and out, and I thought that maybe the pirates had gotten a blueprint for that ship, which would be problematic to say the least. Yeah, I think when I was in post-recording of this episode, I thought I had just fought just pirates, but it looks like we got deserters, like independent deserters here. So it's not so bad. I didn't, I guess, completely ruin the game with the blueprints that I sold. Got 3 crew members. That's nothing. There's three people that survived on that. And oh look, we lost a comm sniffer. That's a bummer. So we're gonna get less missions. Yeah, you right there, and you're in the TIA system. I think, I'm not sure if I saw it right then or if I was checking it now. I was trying to find out where they are. Yeah, a notorious pirate. Oh, they are a notorious pirate. Oh, maybe we have given the pirates a blueprint for a phase ship. Uh-oh. I'm not sure. That could be very problematic for us. We'll see. There's new data for the world Ogre, but there's an abandoned research station. If you remember, we got an AI core from an abandoned research station, so definitely a good option for us here to check out and get some good loot. Well, that's what I was... Yeah, well, I was thinking, like, the bounty we had, like, I think it was 70 days. It would help if we had sustained burn on. You know, that is kind of dumb of me to have not done that. Yeah, so this is high radiation ash infused. So it looks like some nukes went off there. So they were saying basically, like, don't even try going inside of it. Which is a huge bummer for me, seeing how that worked out so well for us in the past. something that was very similar to this. There's a debris field, yeah. I thought I checked that out. Always worth scavenging when you can. It's like, what's that mean? It's free real estate? This is definitely free real estate. And you know, I've been watching Waitstar, and it looks like he tends to take the risky things and just keep on harvesting, and part of me wonders if I should have, because we got quite a bit of stuff from that. There might be some good blueprints or even AI cores if we kept on trying to harvest from there. And this has to be our bounty. Oh yeah, I think I had to take a break just then. I had like some real life stuff going on. And I was just checking them out. We got 2 stars on them. We're very combat ready. Definitely a fight that we can manage. But it looks like, yeah, because of it, this episode went a little bit long, trying to take these guys out. But I'm sure those of you that are watching don't mind that, do ya? It was just for me, I was like, oh man, I'm having to record longer, which can be a little bit hard for me, depending. But because I was just playing and I wasn't really doing like commentary or anything, I wasn't too worried. As much as I normally am. And I have been seeing online people say like, set up a defense point for your smaller ships, because they do better with that than guarding your bigger ships. You can see in that lower right hand corner there's that phase ship right there. It's kind of being a pain. But we're holding our ground pretty well. That one ship's about to go down. I think it's the Shepherd, right? Hound. It was a Hound. And then now that guy is going a little too aggressive. Probably want to pull him back. Of course, as you can see, that's that phase ship I was talking about. Jumping behind us. And look, a kite just got destroyed. So we're taking out their smaller ships pretty well. But our destroyer here is, he's in trouble. He's laying out a hurt as well himself, but he's about to flex out. The nice thing is that thing generates a lot of flux, and its combat readiness goes down very quickly. So it by doing its little special ability is tiring itself out, essentially. Like I was saying earlier, high-tech ships, you gotta hit fast and you gotta take them out. So I think that thing's a really good distractor, while your high-tech ships just get in there and just destroy, you know. The AI doesn't seem very smart about engaging with them though, because they just seem to try and shoot at it while it's out of phase, which is like, what's the point, you know? And that thing's about to go down, so that's pretty good. So yeah, and we're definitely slowly whittling down the pirate fleet. They're not doing too well. But yeah, it's we got our wolf here. I think that's my ship, right? I'm pretty sure it is. No, it's not. It's not actually the one that I'm commanding. Where's the one that I'm commanding? Oh, it's down here to the right. Yeah, I see. And then we wanted to get that mule. Basically, that's why I'm sending all of those ships over there. Is that mule? That one's got the captain. This guy is so annoying. Our poor Wayfarer. But at least landing a couple hits. Such an annoying ship. And I think, yeah, at this point we're like, okay, just finish them off. Go ahead and attack. They're starting to retreat. the Hound is definitely going down, but the other ones, I'm pretty concerned about them getting away without us actually finishing them. That guy right there is just getting hammered. About to flux out. Yeah, you're fluxing and you're gone. And we're chasing after these hounds pretty good, and that guy pretty good. It should be just a matter of time. Oh yeah, and I think we were just like, okay, fast ships, go after these guys because they're gonna get away if we don't. Did we do a full wipe? No, we didn't do a full wipe here because that one ship did retreat like super early on in the combat. I know our combat readiness is looking pretty trash, but we're looking better than they are. Oh, and look at that guy right there. He's disabled. Can't do anything. You ran out of combat readiness. It's literally at 0 combat readiness, so like everything's just malfunctioning there. See, that's what I mean. You gotta use those things quick. And then retreat. See, I think those ships might be one of the ships where you actually do retreat. Like, retreating makes sense, you know? I hate these little things. Though our phase cannon took care of them pretty good. And there goes another one, another Cerebus. And we disabled a whole lot of them just then. Is that a shepherd? Yeah, that must be the shepherd because there's all these little guys just following us. Do we do... Yeah, we must set an eliminate order for you. Oop. Yeah, and the other one should just get aggressive. I can't remember if we got them or not. Oh, look at the planet down below us. That's, you know what's really cool about this game is it actually uses the planets that you are near in the map. Like, that actually is the planet Ogre. Yeah, they got away. I like that. I love attention to detail like that. Always good to see. I mean, we could get some more loot from attacking these guys, but at the end of the day, we've gotten what we wanted. So in this, even if we don't get any of them, it's like whatever, right? We are pretty low on combat readiness, but should be fine, right? And even if, and it looks like they're not even really trying to fight, they're still just trying to get away from us. And that one ship, I think it's a Hound, is trying to resist, but is so low on health. Yeah. That's not gonna last long. Yeah, these shepherds are... all of their ships should be low in terms of combat readiness, so they should actually get malfunctions pretty soon. And of course we get disabled. We got some things set on auto fire, so they're taking care of it as needed. I think we might do a full-on wipe of these pirates. I don't think any of them are gonna be able to get away by the looks of it. It's probably been like 4 or 5 days since I actually recorded this, so I can't remember at all what was going on. I remember the big picture, like, oh, we won both of our main engagements, but I've forgotten the details of what ships did what for the most part. Besides that one phasing ship, because I was just so freaked out about that being a pirate ship. So yeah, we may have really messed up with the blueprints. It's gonna make this mid-game part a lot harder. But the nice thing is that they'll destabilize the main factions more, because the pirates will do better, and we'll be able to like play the markets just that much more. I think that was a full wipe. Unless there's a shepherd, right? Oh, they just deployed a buoy there. That's weird. Yeah, you're not gonna get away here, buddy. Sorry to tell you. But with that health and a Shrike right there, not looking good for you. Why is the Shrike not shooting? Oh, they needed to get closer, I see. Yeah, that Mud Skipper. Not doing too good there. Yeah, I was hoping to get that phase ship, but no dice. And Fidel's fleet there gave us a good amount of experience. I don't think I leveled up in this episode. I might have. We got tons of stuff from them. Definitely gotta take all that stuff first. And we'll take the medal. Yep. Oh yeah, we did end up leveling up here. Because it's easy. It was super straightforward. I mean, we got 3 points and we got 3 skills that we can take up to level 3, right? And it couldn't work out better. That. And they're all skills that I want, you know? It's not like wasteful or anything. And we can actually refit a lot of these ships, so why not, right? I think I did that even out in deep space just cause we could and I wanted to. Yeah. But we're getting pretty close to the end here. So thank you for joining me. This has been Orange One. I'll see you next time.